Oil addiction disorder. OADTD. Guys, we're only a few seconds in today's video and I'm already very confused. There seems to be a massive string of absolute nonsense on this subreddit in which now they make up their own disorders. Granted, I'm sure there's some people out there probably addicted to oil, but you don't have to make it a big thing. And it being a disorder, but they read and say oil addiction disorder is the addiction to eating oil. What a shocker. Be it on its own or with foods. Forkill might add lots of salt on their foods, eat food with a lot of oil on them, or that have a strong oil taste / texture to them. Ooh. Does anyone watching today's video have a oil disorder? Is that not just like fucking everyone nowadays? What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to the Ablaze channel. In today's video, well, we're just looking at more nonsense. Every video is more nonsense, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Leave a comment down below telling me your favorite type of oil for no reason. I'll go first. Mine's avocado oil. Also leave a like because it helps the algorithm. Anyway, worried because you haven't heard from an altar in a while. It's pretty concerning stuff. Alex, I thought you were dormant. I like the fact that they've really gone out of their way here to make an actual slideshow for us. Who has this much time? I'm just saying, bro. Casually seeing them in the inner world. Ooh. I don't know if I can carry on with today's video. This is all getting rather spooky, guys. But every once in a while, I feel like someone writes something on the Fake Disorder Cringe subreddit, and it's kind of an interesting post, this being one of them. What do you guys think about people who are confused and not being purposefully disingenuous? I've seen so much misinformation spread on TikTok that I can lead people to believe they have disorders. It seems like a very common thing as well. Like a lot of the stories we actually read on here, it seems like a lot of people now just almost need a slight push to be convinced that they actually have something that they don't actually have. All these types of disorders have been very rare for me seeing them in the very real world. When I grew up in school, it was a very rare select few people that would have had something, you know, and now it seems like it's the opposite way around. Not having anything will be the cool thing because it will be uncommon to see, such as the jokes people make about OCD being all about organization. I've seen some videos on here that show people making compilations of autistic traits that are really stuff most people do that can lead people to believe that they could be autistic. I even saw a video posted on here of a woman who believed she had DID, though when she explained it, it wasn't accurate to the real symptoms. And I generally believe she was just confused, yet people still ridicule her. Do you guys think it's fair to post everyone on here, as there is no way to tell who is being genuine or not? And I believe people who are confused or doing this because they are mentally ill, though not with the disorder they claim to have, need help and to not be ridiculed. And like to some of that I agree, but it's also like, it's always been a human trait to almost ridicule people when they're doing something that's embarrassing, right? That's how, as humans, we kind of learn. At a young age, you do something that's slightly inappropriate that you shouldn't be doing, and people start ridiculing you for that or calling you out for that type of behavior very shortly after you stop doing that behavior. I think I absolutely see where they're coming from, but on the same token, I also see how detrimental and how bad it's been that these people actually pretend to have it, and why there are some people here that are probably just confused. Definitely, there are people that are doing this on purpose to make money, and putting them on here to, as you say, ridicule them, I don't really see an issue with whatsoever. It's a very small punishment at the end of the day for the things that they're doing. And with the fact it being hard to tell, absolutely. But some things are harder to tell than others. For example, Tourette's is one of those things that anyone can easily mimic, even though some people will say, well, he slightly tensed his neck before he twitched. It's like, okay, dude, but sometimes when I do my head twitches, I can tense my neck because I'm trying to stop it, right? Like that's just not really good enough proof. So for stuff like Tourette's, absolutely it's hard. But when there's something like DID and their list of symptoms here don't match up whatsoever with the actual real symptoms of people that go through this disorder because they went through absolutely awful trauma as a young kid. Yes, I do think that's important to put it up on here and then for people to read the comments and do that because that's the only way they're gonna learn. And the way that everything's going right now, with being the fact that you're not allowed to speak out of turn when people do this type of stuff, it's the one time where someone will actually speak up about it instead of indulging in their made up symptoms of a disorder in which they don't have. But it goes on and says, this isn't to say the sub is bad, it's meant for discussion. And honestly, I do enjoy the sub. I just want to hear what y'all have to say about people who are confused due to misinformation or faking. Which, by the way, again, it's good to have this, because if you took this away, then all you would have is the misinformation. Sure, there's going to be some misinformation on this subreddit too, but not to the extent as seen on TikTok. That's just an absolute cesspool of misinformation. At least here, the people that are doing it get called out or are faking, but clearly have a different mental illness, or just people who are doing it because they have other stuff going on. And I saw this, and this had no replies on the subreddit. I know the majority of the things on the subreddit that do well are videos, and I understand that. It's easier to watch in the moment. No one wants to read a massive paragraph, but it's an interesting one because I'm actually curious myself. And I kind of want it to be one of those ones where you guys can discuss down in the comments down below and let me know what you guys think. Should the actual subreddit itself be up as a whole? Do you think it's a good thing, like I personally do? Or do you think it should just be very one-sided and they should only be allowed to post on TikTok, and we should never make fun of people, even if they're doing bad things? So you know what they said. The face can't lie. They're sneaky and look for loopholes. They're great at pretending things that aren't coming. And they have really specific aversions like iron, ash, lemons. Their minds just work differently to humans. Autistics. I just don't know what that means. What does that mean? Is that supposed to be some weird, like, artistic thing? I don't understand the half of the TikToks in which I watch. I will be honest, I'm just going to probably use this for the thumbnail. What the fuck's she waffling on about? Have some really specific aversions like iron, ash, lemons. Lemons, bro, yeah. Ooh. No, Blaze, like, she's definitely not faking. It's definitely all very real. Okay, my guy, whatever you say, guys. Faking vocal stim. I'm really at my wits with a fellow classmate, 22 male, who has self-diagnosed himself with autism. He says it's too expensive to get assessed, and he knows in his heart he's autistic, consistently excusing their shitty behavior as the stim. Oh guys, here it comes, eh? Now he consistently make random noises in class, and he claims it's a vocal stim, just being loud, and no regards for anyone else. Other fellow classmates got fed up and told him he doesn't even have autism and to cut it out. Now they're super butthurt about it and didn't do a vocal stim all day. Because the story, bro. This was clearly written by a 12-year-old, I'm just saying, bro. And he's like super hurt and stuff. He's like really mad all day. The next day, my question is, if they really have autism, they can't just cut these things out, right? I hate invalidating people's feelings, but man, they just randomly decided their autism based on their research. What research, man? What? I saw it on TikTok, and I know in my heart of hearts it to be real. They make it look like a joke, and boy, good luck getting a grown-up job with this behavior. Yeah, bro. Now, Papa Blaze here really is no doctor, but I will say one thing. I just don't think you can simply cut it out and turn it on and off like a switch when you feel like it. I really feel like it was only going to be a matter of time before people started doing this in class. It just reminds me of the episode of South Park where Cartman just pretends to have Tourette's, man. This is literally happening, man. So funny. Yes, they're faking, probably. Not like this person, though, guys. What's the longest tick you have? I repeated a whole movie once. B movie? Yes, guys. My head ticks are bad, okay? I'll be honest. They're kind of annoying. But... boy, oh boy, oh boy, do I hate it when I just fucking repeat the whole B movie. Oh, takes me hours. And now, guys, let's end with a nice shocking one, hey, to ruin your day. Well, I got the results from my autism assessment today. Show autistic features, but I fell right outside of the diagnostic criteria. She looked at me with the look of, I believe you, and told me another person could quite possibly diagnose me. That's how close I am, guys. Goes without saying, I don't think this is really something that people should be striving for. shouldn't be something that you guys want. It's just something that isn't like a gift to people. It's not something that, oh my God, I count my lucky stars every day that I have a head twitch, or people that probably have severe autism are just thanking their lucky stars that they managed to get it. Like, it's just, I don't really understand the fascination with it to the point where people want this so bad. And I just feel like I'm never going to understand. Same as you guys. Everyone's always so confused in the comments. No one seems like, you guys don't actually really seem to understand it either. I'm with you. I don't get it. It's just like, it's alien to me. It'd be like the same kind of a vibe of really trying to get cancer or something. And oh, I'm so close. Just another few x-rays and I'll be there. Like, well, I just don't know why you'd want something that debilitates you. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. If you guys have any ideas, help me understand this crazy world, maybe even just a little bit. That would be amazing. Anyway, boys and girls, if this video at least entertains you, please make sure to hit the like button. It really does help the algorithm and it helps these videos grow. And honestly, I'd appreciate it a lot. Anyway, boys and girls, hope you're all having a fantastic day, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.